Evening YouTube, KingGrimlock back for another Grim and first off, as ever, a little bit of housekeeping. Sorry I've been away a while. I've had to pack up my entire collection. We having some work done on the house. A new bathroom, and the bathroom wall connects to my bedroom wall, where I keep all my toys. And yeah, I've had to pack everything up. So it's been a good time because I'm on holiday at the moment, so it means I can rattle out a few reviews. What's actually going to happen is I'm going to do all of my viewer request reviews this week. They won't all go up this week. This will all go up now up until the run up to auto assembly. By when they'll all be up. That's about 25 videos, so you guys are going to be fairly packed with a bit of grimy goodness. What you will notice though, and all the new subscribers, I do apologise in advance, your names will not go up on this list until after AA, when I do my first video after then. That all said, shall we crack on? This one has been requested by Demolisher1234. There will be a link here. Go and check him out. And it is, of course, Transformers Animated Swindle. I picked this guy up in the States before he got a release in the UK. I was very pleased to have picked him up, and then I found the problems that he had, or in my version of the mould anyway. The main bit being this chest panel. Underneath the chest panel is very bloody loose. I've tried to stiffen it up so it is a bit better. Overall though, we have a perfect representation of his Humvee. As ever, could have done with being a little bit bigger with most of the Decepticons from the animated line. Seems to be the case. But he's a very tidy looking bot. Lovely detailing on the windows. There's all this sort of cracked panelling there. Love the purple mudguard. Radiator, that's the word I'm looking for, tying in with the windows. Again, downside, there we go straight away. You've got the joint in there breaking up the window. And the windows are painted rather than this lovely translucent plastic. No windows around the back for some bizarre reason, even though they are sculpted in. They haven't picked out the lights or anything like that around the back. You feel like a load of paint apps could have gone on this back panel. I know Repro Labels did, I think Repro Labels did a set for it. It seems a lot of the paint apps and detail went in onto the front of it. The bumper hasn't been finished off, you know, it's just sort of a spray on the front rather than filling in all the detail there. And again, all the detailing on the panels on the side isn't very good. On the underside, we see why. There's a lot of paint apps around the chest area. Comes to chest quite clearly. Feet, legs. It's well hidden, but not that well hidden. And as ever, my bugbear, why don't we have silver? Or at least detailed hubcaps. His cannon is lovely and massive. Lovely colour scheme on it. I do love this orange. Really distinct compared to the rest of it. And some great moulded detail on it as well. It's really well done, actually. And, of course, it does what all good cannon should do. Does what all good cannon should do. There we go. It fires a bloody great purple translucent missile. In all, not my favourite alt mode from the animated line by any stretch of the imagination. It's tidy. It's, you know, it's clean. But on the whole, it's actually a bit of a letdown. You feel if they'd have spent some more time doing, for example, all these paint apps on the back and tidying it up a little bit there, it would have looked a lot better. Maybe possibly putting purple windows in there, maybe painting that joint in even, you know, just making it that bit tidier. On the whole, though, not bad, but not great. We'll see what Takara do with this one, actually, because this could be a very different thing. What is lovely, though, is that bloody great Decepticon symbol on the front of him. I really do like the way that's been painted on. Fits in with all the moulded detail as well. One downside that I can pick out for you straight away is I was wrong. This isn't actually sprayed on. This is the colour. This is the painted part. And the colour doesn't quite match on the main part as it does on the plastic. Slight shame, but you know, that's toys for you. They don't always match up. But anyway, shall we take a good look at this guy in his robot mode? And there's Swindle in his quite fabulous, it has to be said, robot mode. A very faithful representation again of the animated model. Some fantastic detailing. The fingers or the claws, beautiful translucent plastic. Same with the upper arm and the upper leg. I imagine over time that's going to be a complete pain in the arse and probably going to shatter. But it looks fantastic for now. It doesn't want to stand upright for some reason today. But there we go. Job done. Arm cannon looks brilliant, does a better job of looking like Megatron than Megatron does in the animated line for the arm cannon. Fantastic looking thing. Great head sculpt, fantastic light piping as well. I'm sure I won't be able to get it for you, but there we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It looks crap like that, but there we go. Yeah, overall, absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, mine has so many weak joints because, I mean, there's a lot of weight in this area. This arm's okay. This one's actually a bit stiff, so it springs back. But this chest area is so loose. I mean, you can see there. It's because of its gimmick, obviously. The gimmick being that you can give him this powered up mode with all these extra bits of weaponry hanging out. But again, it's just loose. I actually blue tack it into place. It's that bad. So let's have a quick look over, and you can go away. You're unimportant. Detailing on the legs, he has good articulation all the way through the legs and arms. Due to his weight, though, around this arm especially, you can't really do too many poses action-wise. You can do very many bartering poses, which is nice. You can sort of give him a, you want this, man. You can't, unfortunately, do the Swindle A from the recent ongoing series, which would have been brilliant. Yeah, he's very tidy. He's pretty kibble-free for the most part, except for this panel on the back, which is a real shame, because if this joint here had been able to flip up and lock into place, that, you know, there's no way to do it. I've checked it a dozen times, and I'm looking now thinking, oh, am I wrong? But there isn't. If that just be able to flick up, lock into place, and be solid against his back, this would have been effectively a kibble-free robot, which, you know, is a bloody rarity. He does have these panels which provide more weaponry, if you want to give him more for his powered-up mode. There, and I mean, from the front it looks fine, but as I say, from the side you do have this massive gap in there, and that has to be taken as kibble. If it had been tucked away nicely, solidly in, it would have been fine. But as is, kibble, 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 kibble. Head sculpt's fantastic, as all animated figures pretty much are. Really defines a lot of the character. He's got that beautiful smirk on his face. The animated line has always pleased me quite a lot with their representations, as there are very few that are actually not good, or not as good, and Swindle doesn't fail to appeal in his robot mode. I say the vehicle mode isn't fantastic, but that's mainly due to paint apps, whereas this has got all the detail. It'd just be nice if all the joints were a little, I mean, even, yeah, it's a bit better. But silly. You can attach it, of course, to his back as well to get it out of the way. You're good in there. Oh, can't tell I'm tired from cleaning, can you? There we go. If you don't want it, but then, of course, he becomes massively back heavy. And he looks kind of stupid. Overall, though, I mean, Swindle is a fantastic figure. You get a lot of bang for your buck with him, really. As a deluxe, he's a good size. He's chunky. He has all these little gimmicks, all these extra weapons that pop out here and there. He's got these lovely translucent plastic parts, which, you know, if you buy a Ghost figure, you pay a lot of money just to get the translucent plastic. And in the purple, it is phenomenally beautiful. Overall, I can't recommend him enough, really. You're not going to display him in his alt mode. You're only going to display him in his robot mode. Which is a highly successful and probably one of the better robot modes from the animated line. Careful if you get a dodgy one, but you should be able to take it back to the store you got it from, or there we go, or tighten him up. Overall, get one, pick one up. They're fairly cheap now. I mean, you can pick up animated deluxes for about £7.50 now. Bargain. What's that? $10 in the States, which is what you could pick it up for in the first place. But I mean, imagine in the States you can pick them up fairly cheap as well. Well worth picking up. You can't be disappointed with this guy. Stonking bit of Swindle.